What's going on? What's going on, everybody? Man, back with just a quick video. Just sending my condolences to the family of a Chicago rapper, Trey Savage. Came across some news that he had been shot and killed this morning around 11 after dropping his girlfriend off in the south side of Chicago, you know what I'm saying? And what's so ironic about this entire situation, you know what I'm saying? It's sad and unfortunate, to hear, another brother just lost his life, you know what I'm saying? He was only 26 years old. What was crazy is I was just looking at Trey Savage's Instagram less than a week ago, just to see if he had put out any new music. For whatever reason, his name had just popped in my head, man. And I was like, man, I wonder what Trey Savage has had going on lately, if he had been dropping any new content or whatever, because I had kind of lost touch with him over the years. I know he kind of came up around 2013 or something like that, at the height of the whole Chief Keef and GBE, that whole, era, the drill scene, in kind of the middle, the mix of that. And, obviously he's a associate of Chief Keef and Fredo Santana, so on and so forth, you know what I'm saying? And, man, prayers and condolences to his family. I know that whole GBE, the Glow Gang, that collective, has been taking hit after hit, over the last several years. I think Trey Savage is the third artist out of that whole collective to be murdered, you know what I'm saying? And the fourth to die, I know it all kicked off around 2014 with the death of Blood Money, aka Big Glow. He was shot and killed, on the south side of Chicago, a couple weeks after he signed a major deal with Interscope Records. He was fatally shot, outside of his family's home on the south side of the Chi. And I know, man, like a year or so later, another member of the group, Capo was shot and killed during a drive-by shooting. Fredo Santana, another one of the members who popularized the whole GBE, Glow Gang, Savage Squad imprints, those whole collectives. He was having seizures and so on and so forth after he had kicked his habit, his lean and Xanax habit. You know what I'm saying? And he ended up passing away. The autopsy revealed that it was cardiovascular disease that was the cause of his death, which is a health issue that affects so many people, in the nation and across the world. Just in the U.S. alone, 1 out of every 4 people die from cardiovascular disease. That's how big of an issue, it is in our societies, and how much it affects us, you know what I mean? It's hundreds of thousands of people are diagnosed with that every year. Just to know, Fredo Santana passed away from that. And then in November 2019, Lil Reese, another one of the founding members of that whole, one of the, founding fathers of that whole movement in Chicago, that whole drill movement and just pushing for GBE and Glow Gang. He was shot in the neck. His car was shot up while he was at a light, sitting in traffic at a busy intersection in a Chicago suburb. Somebody hopped out of their car and started shooting at his vehicle. But he ended up surviving. I know it affected his voice. I know he's still working on fully getting his voice back, last I checked. But yeah, he survived that. And now, the death of Trey Savage, another one of the members of the posse. He wasn't on the music as heavily as, people like Chief Keef or Fredo Santana when he was alive, or, Lil Reese, so, Lil Durk and people like that. But, obviously he still was a piece to the puzzle, you know what I mean? It was around from the early stages on up. I mean, it was just odd. I was just looking at that man's Instagram, and I see the news today that, he had been murdered. But yeah, man, it's crazy, man. Chicago, it's a lot of different artists, not even just in that camp, but just across Chicago. There's so many artists, who have been murdered. And it's unfortunate. And it just shows just the environment and the type of atmosphere they're living in, you know. Just like it's war. It's war, you know, and it's unpredictable. And it sounds like, you know, it's unsafe, you know what I'm saying, when you choose to take a certain path. But, you know, just, you know, moving forward, it's always good to enjoy life while you can, because, you know, we're in some unpredictable times, you know. Who knows, you know, what the future holds for us all, you know what I'm saying? There's no telling, you know, we just got to keep moving and just make the best out of each and every day that we get, you know, above this earth. Just keep our faith strong, you know, keep our mind strong, stay focused, and just push to, you know, reach and achieve our goals, you know what I mean? But yeah, it's your guy Lewis checking in. You know, my condolences to Trey Savage, to the family of Trey Savage. You know, shout out to everybody in Chicago. Shout out to everybody supporting AHumbleSoul. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you subscribe to the channel and follow us on social media, like the Facebook page and all of that. Until next time, I'm going to holler at y'all, man.